Hey, I'm Sarah, and I'm here to share a story about my friend Mia, a 30-year-old freelance bookkeeper who works from her cozy apartment in Chicago. Sounds pretty chill, right? Well, her family seems to think she's just lounging around all day, sipping coffee and scrolling on her laptop. This started about 3 years ago when Mia ditched her 9-to-5 office gig to go freelance. Her older sisters, Claire 38, mom of two boys, 10 and 11, and Lily 34, mom of a 7-year-old girl, live the full suburban dream with their husbands, picket fences and soccer practices. Mia, on the other hand, is single, and somehow that's made her the go-to unpaid nanny in the family's eyes. Even her dad, a retired factory worker, piles on. Real jobs mean punching in at 8 a.m. and leaving at 5 p.m., he told her last summer. This computer stuff, that's not work. Mia's tried explaining that her bookkeeping business keeps her busy with clients, deadlines, and actual money coming in, but it's like talking to a brick wall. Being the youngest in her family has always been a raw deal. Growing up, she got Claire and Lily's faded hand-me-downs, jeans that were out of fashion by the time they reached her, clunky old flip phones when her sisters upgraded to iPhones. At 15, she landed a part-time job at a local coffee shop just to buy herself something new for once. By then, Claire was married, and Lily was off at college. Mia thought she'd finally get a little breathing room. Nope. You should chip in half your paycheck, her mom insisted. Claire's got wedding bills to pay. Half her minimum wage earnings, for her sister who was nearly a decade older and had her own job. But Mia did it because in families like hers, you keep your head down and do what's expected. Now at 30, it's like she's still that teenager. Every other weekend, Claire or Lily drops their kids off at Mia's place. It's just for a couple days, Mia, Claire would say. The boys love hanging with their cool aunt. Or Lily, we need a date night, you get it. Sure, Mia loves her nephews and niece, but they're a handful, non-stop energy, constant snacks, and endless demands for fortnight battles while she's trying to balance spreadsheets. Her one-bedroom apartment, with a tiny corner desk for work, turns into chaos central. When the kids crash at her place, she's stuck on a lumpy air mattress in her office nook because they take over her bed. You're so good with them, her mom gushes, acting like Claire and Lily are supermoms who deserve all the breaks while Mia's just the family slacker who should be thrilled to pitch in. Free childcare, right? Who wouldn't want that deal? This Christmas, though, Mia had big plans, real plans. Her friends Jess, Nate, and Tara had booked a week-long trip to a ski lodge in Colorado. They'd been hyping it up for months. Fresh powder, cozy fireplaces, maybe a few après-ski drinks. Mia worked overtime to clear her client projects, even splurged on a sleek new ski jacket and a sturdy backpack, stuff she'd never owned because family obligations always came first. It felt like a declaration of independence, buying gear just for her. She was nervous about telling her family, knowing they'd roll their eyes at the idea of her needing a break when she just works from home. But this time, she was determined to stand her ground and make it clear she had a life of her own. On Christmas Eve, Mia loaded her car with gifts and drove to her parents' house in the suburbs for the usual holiday dinner. When she arrived, the place was oddly quiet, just her mom and dad fussing with the Christmas tree. "Where's everyone at?" Mia asked. "Oh, you know your sisters," her mom said, adjusting a tinsel strand. "They'll show up eventually." Eventually turned into 2 hours later. Claire rolled in with her husband, Mark, and their boys, followed by Lily, her husband, Ryan, and their daughter, Sophie. The kids immediately turned the living room into a playground, shrieking and chasing each other. Dinner finally started, and it was the same old script. Claire venting about her corporate job, Lily bragging about Sophie's dance recital, and everyone fawning over the kids. Mia sat there, poking at her mashed potatoes, waiting for a chance to share her news. "So Mia," Claire said, barely glancing up from her phone, "still crunching numbers in your pajamas." That's what she calls Mia's career, crunching numbers. "It's going great," Mia replied, forcing a smile. "Actually, I've got something to tell you guys." But no one was listening. Claire was texting, Lily was wiping Sophie's face, and her parents were deep in a debate with Mark about the Bears' playoff chances. Mia took a deep breath and tried again. "I've got plans for the holidays." That's when Claire's head snapped up, a big grin spreading across her face. "Perfect timing," she said, cutting Mia off. "We were just about to tell you we're all heading to Florida for a week." The table erupted in excitement. Her mom beamed, her dad high-fived Mark, and Lily started listing off beach activities. Mia's heart sank. They'd all known about this trip, everyone but her. What about the kids? She asked, her voice tight. Claire waved it off like it was nothing. Oh, we're dropping them at your place tomorrow morning before we hit the airport. You're cool with that, right? It's just a week. A week. A whole week of 3 kids tearing through her tiny apartment while she was supposed to be carving turns down a snowy slope. You didn't ask me, Mia said, her voice sharper than she intended. You didn't check if I'm free. Claire laughed like it was a joke. Mia, come on, you're always free, you work from home. That phrase again, like a punch to the gut. Mia looked around the table. Her parents nodding like this was totally normal, Lily already pulling up resort photos on her phone. No one was looking at her. No, Mia said, the words slicing through the chatter. The room froze. You could hear the kids giggling in the next room, oblivious to the tension. Her mom broke the silence. What do you mean no? I mean I'm not free, Mia said. I'm not babysitting next week. Claire's smile vanished. Mia, this is ridiculous. We've already booked everything, flights, hotel, the works. That's on you, Mia shot back. You should have asked me first. Lily jumped in, her voice dripping with disbelief. Asked you, Mia, you don't have a life. You're at home all day. There it was again, her work, her existence, reduced to nothing. I have plans, Mia said, her voice steady despite the heat rising in her chest. What plans? Her dad demanded, leaning forward. You never go anywhere. The judgment in his tone was unmistakable, like she was still the kid who couldn't be trusted to have a real life. I'm going away, Mia said. I have my own trip planned. Claire slammed her fork down, making the glasses clink. You're seriously going to screw up our entire vacation? We can't cancel now. Why not? Mia asked. You made these plans without me. Why's it my job to fix your mess? Her mom's voice turned sharp. Because we're family, Mia. Families help each other. Mia almost laughed. Help? When had they ever helped her? Help goes both ways, she said. When did you ever help me? When I was drowning in client work. When I needed support after my breakup with Ethan. You were all too busy, her dad scoffed. You're being dramatic. Your sisters have real responsibilities, families, kids, they need this break. And I don't, Mia fired back. My work doesn't count. My life doesn't count because I don't have kids. That's not what we're saying, her mom said, but her eyes told a different story. Lily started tearing up. Mia, please, we need this trip. The kids love you. They love me because I'm a pushover, Mia said. I let them trash my place while I'm trying to work. Do you know how many times I've had to redo invoices because Sophie spilled soda on my laptop? Or because your boys were screaming during my Zoom calls? They're kids, Claire snapped. Exactly, your kids, not mine. The room went dead quiet, except for the faint sound of the kids playing in the background. Everyone stared at Mia like she just set the table on fire. I can't believe you're doing this, Claire said, her voice low and venomous. After all we've done for you. All you've done, Mia laughed bitterly. What's that? Giving me your old clothes until I was 17. Making me fork over half my coffee shop paycheck for your wedding. Ignoring my career, my life, unless you need a babysitter. Her mom's voice cracked. We raised you, Mia. We gave you a home. That's what parents do, Mia said, but you don't get to treat me like a servant and call it family. Lily was sobbing now. You're ruining Christmas. No, Mia said, standing up and grabbing her coat. I'm done letting you ruin my life. Mia, sit down, her dad barked. We're not finished. I am, she said, heading for the door. Her mom called after her. If you leave now, don't expect us to just take you back. Good, Mia said, not turning around. I'm tired of being wanted only when you need something. She walked out, got in her car, and drove back to her apartment, her heart pounding. By the time she got home, her phone was blowing up, 9 missed calls, texts piling up. She didn't read them. She just sank onto her couch, stunned that she'd finally done it. Years of biting her tongue, being the good daughter, the reliable sister, it was all out in the open now. She ate leftover takeout for her Christmas Eve dinner, alone but strangely calm. Christmas morning, Mia woke up early, her ski gear packed and ready. She wasn't letting her family steal this from her. Before she left, she wrote a note and taped it to her apartment door. I told you I'm not babysitting. I'm at a ski lodge with my friends until next Sunday. I'm done being your on-call nanny. My life matters and I'm choosing it. Don't contact me. She locked up, met Jess, Nate, and Tara at their meetup spot, and hit the road. You look lighter, Jess said as Mia climbed into the car. I finally told my family off, Mia said, grinning. About damn time, Nate said, high-fiving her. The drive to Colorado was a mix of nerves and excitement, Nerves because she kept second-guessing herself, excitement because she was finally doing something for her. At the lodge, Mia turned her phone back on. 52 missed calls. Texts from everyone: Claire, Lily, her parents, even Mark and Ryan. Claire, you actually bilayed. Our Florida trip is toast because of you. Lily. The kids are asking for you. Come home. Her mom. Mia, Elizabeth, you've ruined everything. Get back here. Her dad. Your nephews are crying outside your apartment. You should be ashamed. For a moment, the image of the kids upset hit her hard. Then she realized they'd brought the kids to her place anyway after she'd said no. They thought she was bluffing, that she'd cave like always. Not one message showed a hint of understanding, not one apology. Mia blocked their numbers and threw herself into the trip. She skied with her friends, laughed over hot cocoa, stayed up late swapping stories. It was the first time in years she felt free. When she got back to Chicago the following Sunday, the building's doorman stopped her. Your folks came by a few times, Mia. Your mom was pretty worked up. The note was gone from her door. They'd seen it. For a split second, she felt guilty, thinking of her parents stuck watching the kids instead of sipping cocktails in Florida. Then she remembered, they're the grandparents. Taking care of their grandkids for a week shouldn't be a crisis. 2 days into the new year, Mia heard voices outside her apartment. Peeking through the peephole, she saw them all: her mom clutching the note, her dad, Claire, Lily, all fuming. She braced herself and opened the door. How could you do this? Her mom shouted, waving the note. We missed our trip because of you, Claire chimed in. We lost thousands on those tickets. Lily, tears streaming. The kids don't understand why you ditched them. They unloaded, calling her selfish, ungrateful, even entitled. Mia let them rant until they ran out of steam. Then she said, Did you read the whole note? They blinked, confused. The last part, she said, where I said I'm done with you. Her mom's face fell. You don't mean that. I do, Mia said. You don't see me as family, you see me as free labor. When's the last time you asked how I'm doing? When's the last time you cared about my life unless it was to dump your kids on me? They had no answer. Her mom started crying. We're family, Mia, we stick together. Family respects each other, Mia said. Family doesn't assume one person's life is less important. Her dad tried to downplay it. Maybe we could have handled things better, but you're blowing this out of proportion. Am I? Mia said. I've been your backup plan for years. Without a say, I'm done. Claire stepped forward. Okay, maybe we should have checked with you about the trip, but disappearing, that was cruel. I told you where I was, Mia said. I told you I was done being used. Lily sobbed harder. We thought you loved watching the kids. I love them, Mia said, but not every weekend, not when it's forced on me. Her mom pleaded, We can fix this, Mia. But Mia remembered all the nights she'd felt invisible, all the times her needs came last. I need you to leave, she said, pointing to the elevator. They stood there, stunned, then slowly shuffled away, her mom's cries echoing down the hall. Over the next few weeks, distant relatives, her aunt, a cousin, called to guilt-trip her. She hung up on them. Her family posted old photos of her online, captions dripping with fake sentiment. Miss our Mia, she ignored them. On her birthday in April, she celebrated with Jess, Nate, and Tara at a trendy rooftop bar, no drama, just laughs. The doorman handed her a package when she got home, a designer scarf, a bouquet, a card signed by her whole family. She sent it back the next day. She didn't want their pity gifts. 4 months later, Mia got an email from Claire. It was long, heartfelt. She admitted they'd taken Mia for granted, ignored her feelings, treated her like a doormat. She said the family had been talking about it, that the kids missed her, that she missed her. It was the first time anyone had owned up to their mistakes. Mia read it over and over, torn. Part of her missed her family, especially the kids. Part of her loved the peace she'd found without them. After days of thinking, she replied, I'm not ready to reconnect yet. I need time to decide what I want. I'll reach out when I'm ready. Please don't contact me until then. Sending it felt like a weight lifted, not a door slammed shut, but not wide open either. Now, Mia's living life on her terms. She's taken on bigger clients, raised her rates, even started dating again. She's got energy for herself without the constant drag of family demands. She stays in touch with a few relatives who have supported her, like her cousin Tara, who said she's proud of Mia for standing up. Does she miss her family? Sometimes, especially the kids' goofy laughs. But she doesn't miss being invisible. She doesn't miss being used. For the first time, Mia's not just the family afterthought, she's the main character in her own story.